Hey gamers. Oh cool. So, hi, my name is July, and I forgot to start up the PNG tuber app until like just a few minutes ago, so I was like, oh, is this going to showing up correctly? But it seems to have been okay. One thing about us, we're suckers for game compilation, old game compilation, and we will buy the same goddamn game. So of course it's appropriate that have just all controllers that not connecting. But the second thing that we also have, Capcom Arcade Stadium, in which Capcom released a bunch of their old arcade games for some cases I think the first. Hey, I know your actual name. Hey, Thanatos the Blessed. Friend of mine. Okay, see, this is why I'm having folks here hearing. Yeah, no, I do, in fact, know your mic. What is the proper etiquette for a person to know? Is this any better? Technical difficulties and fun thing that has occurred presently at the time is stop responding. Need one moment here to Hey there! Come in. I need to controller, which is not my favorite way to start things, but luckily Capcom Arcade Stadium comes with a funky beat. Give me 1 second to start the program. Friends, gamers, worried that this controller completely died. Well, we're doing it live, I guess. Just gonna boot this. Figure out how this controls. Fun way. Really is. All right. These are dive. What if I pretend this is a Toho? What if I give this to Sitter? Alright, so I had a whole thing I was going to say about how I don't... The weird thing about this doesn't... It doesn't get the direction. It doesn't have... Twister shit. The whole thing was, for some reason you boot this up, you got 1943. 1943 is the sequel to the game 42. So if I, ordering games, my default order would probably put 1942 before 1943. The geniuses at Capcom, however, I don't understand what the ordering on this seems completely arbitrary. It's fun in a way. I don't know where it comes from, but that you could buy all of these games apart. Then I realized that makes this Microsoft game room except good. Hopefully. Chat. Microsoft Game Room was Microsoft. Tried to sell you arcade game, Xbox 360. Did a bad job. Did fun things like selling you Venetian blinds for multiple United States dollars. As I was saying, we are suckers for game compilation. Therefore, spent multiple dollars on game room games. Not Venetian blinds. Even we have our... Though, actually, kind of for the bit. Yes. This is a weird series. Well, first of all, the first game Capcom was making for the Western market, so they made it a World War II game, and you're playing as Americans and shooting down Japanese fighters. Everyone thinks that's pretty weird. It is, but then I think about it and I think, boy, in the 80s, 20 years out from World War II, hey, no matter anything you do with World War II, kind of deranged. There's no non-weird way to do a World War II. May extend to everything else, real-life conflict. I can't think of any combination. America doing this game, still really awkward. I think I had a version of this before. Played Sunbird. There are games on this collection that I've never played. It's cool. A few, especially in the second volume, that I never even heard of. An old game I had. Turns out to be cool. Or even not cool. It can be bad. So, I don't know how this game works. Little hand. Okay. Considering. I'm restoring my hands over. All right, you know what? Let's oh. Possibility exists that they gain control in a horrible way momentarily. Nope, I think it might be busted. As anyone has, what has other people use for gamepads on a computer? I think I'm just maybe going to declare that one first. Get a fresh start with the game. There's a lot of 1941 for in here. Here we go. Originally, I was going to go. Didn't even save how I had cabinets, which doesn't matter all, but sure had done it. Well, I'm sure. Button. Weird, like there's kind of have the virtual arcade thing, and you can make all of the cabinets, different styles of cabinets, just did sorts of things like that. Waxed, real. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Might just be that I don't really care about that compared to like the history of these games, their story. Not really. I have no idea what Forgotten Worlds is. That should be fun. Try. Or start. Strange because I have already seen that tutorial. Suggests that they're going to pop that up per game. I disagree with personally. Okay. Don't love the UI for this thing. Need. Wondering how to change it. Did it earlier. I'm missing something. Maybe it's here. Okay, so in conclusion, I need to start up a game to change its controls. For numerous menus, all the levels up until that. None of which allowed me. It might be. think this game might be. Yeah. Be fun. I'll try a game I have no idea what it is at all. Okay, there's dragons. Good game. Here to declare this is the best game. Until I see something else with dragons. Okay, I'm getting guy. The game seat. Doing section Z. Kind of in that image. But man, visually, game has many wonderful. Oh yeah, you can. Oh my god, look how cool that guy looks rotating. This is a good game. Not in a position to play it properly, however, what you need for a good game. You can make it like a good game. Making it nice. Hey, what a cool game. You have. Okay. Now I'm not sure now. Shop. Well, I've definitely heard music. Where this is. Well, wouldn't be much fun if I didn't try out. New information came in. Your area's gas pipes will be text says only on screen for about half a second. Because the arcade and the other put you moving, so your quarter will be. Did not set for the set it backwards. So the button I have on the right is doing this counterclockwise. Still performed much malfeasance of putting commands though. This is bad that you're fighting the dragon. Oh, but you still get to play as a hunter guy. You're not gonna. You were just being off. Actually, when I was skeeting, I was talking about how I keep mixing up Capcom and Konami games for some reason. I know why, it's dumb, but I was thinking about Jungler. So because I was thinking of Game Room, I started thinking of Jungler. Wait, Jungler is not Konami. Then that opens up the other. Why? Why they not put Jungler on? They had an arcade collection. They could have given me Jungler. Can't believe it. Yeah, this is cool. This is a very like 90s arcade feel, I think. They started letting you. I mean, I could credit beat in 1943, but 1943 still feels like a game you're supposed to like get good at. This feels like a game you're supposed to feed credits in. There's a few others. I played Ordine recently. Amco Museums. Ordine has it. I feel like I'll like this more. I also like there's no excuse for the fact he just is. No, oh my. Cool though. I just like arcade games that are pure spectacle. I mean, I'm not deep into this enough. They're serious 1cc's. I'm sure. There are people who have games in the sure. But the thing is, there's cool stuff happening. Including me getting firm. I don't like it. I like it. Oh, it's a... I don't know if it's Undead Dragon or... This is great. This is what gaming is. Chest. Shoot him. In my mind, it's like, oh, you know, the army has shot a missile at this for a hole in its chest. I don't know if that's the idea or not. It's in my head. Yeah, it's bold for that to be the first. That's putting their foot forward with a really weird boss early on. But if it's an injured dragon, then, you know, it makes sense. Or I'm going to fight more. I'm going to fight like regular dragon, super dragon. They do like about this like this is they'll show you at least some of the cuts. This isn't like super famous. No, I should. God of War hates to be attacked on shoulders. So good. Implies there's going to be a boss who's weak point shoulders, which is... That's not a thing in video. Point. Love that. That's innovation. I don't get that. Like one of those things that you see a boss with one eye. Oh, well, obviously I can. Weirdly obsessive about these things. Thinking not long ago about a chandelier in a video game. Always gonna fall. Know it. The chandelier fell in Phantom of the Opera, the centerpiece of the entire production. One of them. And like every Castlevania game with chandeliers, all 8 of them. That's how you know video games are better than real life. Science. Thing about 1943 and 2. Repetitive. What you're doing. I think that is actually kind of why it feels like more like a real game you're supposed to. Like, well, you're not seeing something brand new every. Obviously, you're supposed to. Completely fake game doing cool stuff. The normal way to think of and describe it. I thought he was summoning a guy. The guy was already basically that first dude you fight in Mega Man 2. Okay, because okay, there's more going. Oh. Hello. Definitely think you can make a better Section Z and some others. This despite my joking, this does feel good at it. In a fairly sensible way. Yeah. I'd be jamming quarters in. my magical flying buff man. There's no excuse for him. Not like he has a jet. He's just... I guess that was the dude I was supposed to attack mission. Whatever, it didn't matter. Maybe I meant I should fly around the shoulders. That's what practice these can get you. Gain knowledge, like paying basic attention to information the game gives you. An expert gamer move, actually reading things. Or fighting. And they died. I'm glad I didn't look at the story. Much funnier seeing a bunch of dragons. You know, I was thinking they were like alien dragons. I mean, this is just Anubis. It's like 6 of them. He's just Anubis. That's a guy from Earth. Oh, I see it. I don't... Pretty cool. Good guy. Realizing that there are a bunch of these. A lot I am making up was that alien dragon. Without even really realizing it, the brain, much like Homer Simpson, ate up. Damn. Probably like 50% accurate. It's an old 90s arcade. A few plots. You don't care. Flying head. Whenever I lose, it's good. Actually, would never. Doesn't happen. You're a practice gamer. Easily. Comes the meat rain. Guts. Ribs. I don't even know if that's... I don't know how. Doesn't make any sense. Neither does anything. So, you know. And that's it. We'll know if they're really ripping off Intro After Life. The Giger Zone. Now we're in real life zone. Okay, alright. Pretty good. Nope. Okay. Friend is... Oop. Interesting. Looks kind of the same as a bunch of bosses you get in a bunch of other games you have to... Well, I guess I'm really just thinking. Feels like I should just be shooting through a barrier and like... I don't know. Okay. It's fine. I was worried it was going to take a while. game, the basic keeping it moving level. One thing I've been doing is not.
I'm not sure, but he won't be getting seasick anymore.
Cool, that was those two sentences didn't go together. Okay, so consistency of the Egyptian theater. This is intriguing because now I don't think this is an alien, but like not real Egypt. I think it's the. But apparently I just fought Ra. Much higher level. A bunch of Anubises, Ra. I was gonna make you fight ancient Egyptian gods. I would be like, this is getting needled to death. Like, that's how they get you, right? First few bosses, first few levels, like pretty reasonable. Then once you got them, then you go for all the quarters. Yeah, maybe I won't do. Shelton started popping. Okay. Alright. That's weird. Look like they're in the background with the way they're colored, but they're not. Sometimes I should. Visually, I think not quite clear. I think machines are the point. Giver. I have this big hitbox. This is where it gets tough. Right. Mask. Salamander. It's a thing outside of set. Video games didn't invent. Video games did invent worms. Video game original. Shift. Even the buttons I'm used to. This is kind of just like, I'm done with this now. Probably not actually. The real forgotten word would be what? God damn.